Today at the Stogie Palace, I'm smoking the My Father Don Pepin Original, also known as the Blue Label. Really nice, sweet on the cold draw. Also very good smelling here. It reminds me of other My Fathers, like the Flor de las Antillas. Don't forget to remove the little blue footband. Like with the Flor de las Antillas, they have the red. Very carefully. So, I'm feeling I'm gonna like this one. Comes highly recommended from some people in my Facebook cigar group. Not my group, but the group I'm a member of. One of the founding members, I might add. But this is 5 by 50. Basically, it's Robusto. They call it Invictos. It's got a Corojo Oscuro wrapper, the binder and the filler from Nicaragua, and it is made in the United States, in Miami. Did a little V-cut on there for the same reasons I've been doing V-cuts lately. It just seems to get better draw. This is a little snugger draw than the last few I've had. No, it's perfect now. Good draw. I'm becoming a fan of this Corojo wrapper. This reminds me of the Camacho Corojo that I have. And some other Corojos that I've just smoked recently. This has been aging for just about a month. Got it for $4.60 on Cigar Bid, which is probably a really good price for this cigar, considering I was at a My Father event just recently at my local store, and it was about double that there. You know, I'm going to try to support the local store more than the Cigar Bid and mail order, especially during the summer. I'll talk about, well, I'll tell you right now, shipping cigars during the summer is a risky thing with the heat possibilities and beetles coming to life and just doing bad things to cigar. In the winter, it's not a big problem. It's okay if they get cold. I can tell this is going to be a good cigar. The first puff, there was a little bitterness there, but it didn't last into the second or third puff. That's when the draw opened right up. Right now, getting some good flavors. Little mini retro there, no problem. Good aroma. So let's go a little bit further down into this one and see how it goes. About halfway down on this cigar. Pretty good burn, just a little itty bitty waviness there, nothing too serious. From the MyFatherCigars.com website, they describe this Don Pepin Garcia Blue Label has served as the inspiration for the creation and development of our other lines. Handmade using 100% Nicaraguan tobacco, this cigar features an extra oily cinnamon-colored Corojo Oscuro wrapper. This is a full-body cigar with a unique composition and blend, where zesty notes of leather and cedar accompany a medley of hot peppers. The Blue Label is presented in the beautifully handcraft flip-top cedar box, 24 cigars. I just got a 5-pack. It has an average rating of 93 points in Cigar Aficionado magazine and has been included in the list of the top 25 best cigars of the year. Through about a half inch or so, I got a little bit of bitterness. The aroma, though, I definitely like. The flavor of the wrapper I like. This leather and cedar that they mention, I'm starting to think that leather and cedar are not really what I'm going to be looking for. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I thought I would like cedar more. Maybe it's the leather I'm not caring for. I definitely like this Corojo wrapper, no doubt about that. This is definitely moving up my charts, the Corojo. But the leather and the cedar, I'm not sure. And I've had a lot of cigars that had that, and I was always trying to figure out what it was that I was like on the fence. You know, it wouldn't. You know, I got these in some I have 2 nice cedar box humidors. This one is only a month old though, not even that, and it was in cellophane. I doubt it picked up very much from my humidor in that time. But I'm on the fence about cedar. No pun intended. But once I figured out that that was the smell I was getting, especially since I just had a cedar fence put up in my house not too long ago, so it still has a fresh smell to it, especially when it gets wet over the winter. I'm not sure if it's that or the leather that's just not what I'm looking for. Doesn't mean that I don't like this cigar. I definitely do, a lot. And I don't think it's gonna do as well as the Flor de las Antillas, also made by My Father. Speaking of which, there was a My Father event recently, and I got this really cool brochure. If I'm ever in that area, I assume that's Miami, definitely got to check them out. This is a really cool depiction of all the cigars they make, and these are pretty much all winners. I'm not into Connecticut, so I can't say. Maybe I'll try the My Father Connecticut. It's not usually something I go to. La Antigüedad, loved it. Tabacos Baez, never heard of that. El Centurion, haven't tried that. The Cuban Classic, I had that at the store just a few days ago, liked it a lot. That had a Habano Rosado wrapper on it. Jaime Garcia Reserva Special, I've actually had that one too. At the time, I was still kind of getting used to the stronger cigars, and it whooped me, and I wasn't sure if I liked it or not, but I'm going to try it again, because I remember liking the flavor. I remember that being a high point for sure, and the aroma. It's a lot like this one here. Flor de las Antillas, of course, awesome. Just the My Father, I haven't had that yet. That's got the Habano Rosado. The La Duena, which will probably be one of the next few that I'll be reviewing, because I have one of those. The Don Pepin Original Series JJ, haven't seen that. And then My Father Le Bijou, I already have rated that one. So, Don Pepin, or I should say My Father Cigars, good stuff. Probably some of the best. The only things I have more of in my inventory are Perdomos and Rocky Patels. Don't have a whole lot of Padrones, but it rated very high. This is going to be right up there with it. So, getting down to the band point, it's a double band, pretty nice looking cigar. I will say, and I made the comment elsewhere, that this cigar sort of reminds me, not just the band, but the cigar, the way it looks and tastes and smells. It reminds me a lot of the La Serena Prince. So, and when the time that I smoked that one, I believe My Father was making that cigar for La Serena Cigars. Not anymore, I don't think. I think AJ Fernandez might be now. But reminded me of the looks of it, taste of it, smell of it. So let's keep on trucking, see how it goes. Well, between the second and the final third of this My Father Don Pepin Original, took a couple hits. First of all, it was starting to get a little bitter, and then it just completely just went out. The smoke output and the draw was getting tougher and tougher, and it wasn't because of a lack of effort on my part, but I was surprised it went out. Relit it, came back good on the relight. Wasn't bitter. A lot of times it can be on a relight, but when taking the band off, I don't know if you can see that or not, the wrapper broke, came away. Didn't expect that. That doesn't happen very often. And it's surprisingly more humid out here than usual. It's up to 39%. Usually it's less than half of that. It's come back nicely though, I will say. And maybe I'm getting into another transition. That other transition to the tobacco that wasn't burning as well, I didn't notice a flavor shift at all. So I think maybe we're getting to the better burning tobacco now. Hopefully. Probably going to be peppery. Probably the worst time to do the retro in the waft, but why not? Yeah, kind of peppery on the retro. It's a nice smell, but it's also it's a little on the rough side. Whew. Yeah, it's picking up strength again, and I haven't felt any nicotine from this yet. Just drinking a root beer with it as usual. Something cold, something sweet. Eating on smoking on a full stomach. As some ash falls on me. I like it. I have a feeling it's going to end up the same place Cigar Aficionado put it. Just a couple of little things, but not on the aroma. The aroma is really nice. Flavor, middle was not terribly noticeable. First was good. I have a feeling this last is going to start picking up. So let's keep on going and see where it ends up. Well, construction is kind of failing this cigar a little bit. See that? That has nothing to do with what I was talking about with the band. That little tear underneath there, that's where the band kind of took it out. But that, where it's widening out, that's doing that all on its own. The flavors and the aroma, I like a lot. I'm gonna have to agree with the Cigar Aficionado score, which I thought it would score 1 or 2 ticks above that, so 93 is what it'll end up mainly because of that, because of construction issues. Middle third not burning as well. Last third, flavor is definitely improving, and the burn's improving, but the ash is kind of a little bit of a mess here. Kind of little bits and pieces keep falling on me, and the wrapper is doing that strange thing, kind of like exploding cigar. So the wrapper didn't hold up as well, and it's cracking towards the mouth. And smoke output's kind of going down again. So I'm going to give this one another try though. Get back in the rotation and see if this was an anomaly of maybe a little loosely wrapped. Can't be dryness. It's, like I said, it's nearly 40% out here, which is obviously less than the 65 it was in my humidor, but might give a little touch up because I don't want it to end yet. I'm enjoying the flavors and the aroma. So anyway, this is Chris, Stogie Palace, with the My Father Don Pepin Garcia original, the blue one. Thanks for watching. Watch some more. Talk to you later.